Hey guys, welcome back to the channel McNallie Money, home of all things stock, investment, and personal finance related. Now for today's video, we've got a really exciting one for you. We're actually going to be joined by the CEO of EV Technology Group to talk about his business and answer some questions in relation to this company's business model. Now before we get into that, please take a second, hit the like button, you guys. It's a huge help to myself and the channel. If you're not already subscribed, McNallie Money, feel free to do so. And let me know in the comment section below what you think of EV Technology Group, if you're currently holding shares, and how you think they stack up to some of the other players in the EV space. Now I personally respond to each and every comment, so this is a great way to get a hold of me, and I'd love to hear from you. Now with that being said, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so that's right. Today's video, we're joined in office here by none other than the CEO of EV Technology Group, Wouter Witvoet, to help tell us a little bit more about his company and give us some details about this organization. So Wouter, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thanks a lot for having me.
Excellent. So first question here for you. For people maybe who are unfamiliar with EV Technology Group, can you tell us what this company is all about and what actually inspired you to create this organization?
Absolutely, and I really believe that if you start a company, you have to be extremely passionate about the subject matter that you're starting the company from. And I'm a massive petrol head. I'm gonna admit it. I love cars. I love driving them, racing them, taking them out for a spin. And the sort of central theme there is that I like to do that, not necessarily always to go from A to B.
Okay.
And as we're making a transition to electric, if you're like me and you love cars, there's really nothing there in the market that I would like to buy. So I started EV Technology Group with the mission of, electrifying iconic brands that you love. But of course, we want to make this ready for the transition that we're making to electric. And that's kind of what got me started and made me so passionate about the company.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I watched a couple of YouTube videos before conducting this interview, and it's a really cool story. I guess you were trying to buy one of your friends a vehicle for her birthday, and you couldn't find a electric vehicle on the market. So lo and behold, you created the company. So a really unique kind of twist here. We've seen a lot of EV startups, but I guess you guys aren't really looking to reinvent the wheel, no pun intended. You're looking to take iconic brands and then bring those to market and electrify them, eh?
That's true. Look, if you look at, if you want to start an EV company, you have to do two things that are very hard. Where a lot of these other companies started is, design, engineering, and manufacturing a car is one thing, but as timely, costly and difficult to do, it is to build a brand. So we're trying to solve one part of that equation by identifying, what brand equity is still there that people are enthusiastic about. Yeah, and that can kind of get us to market faster without having to kind of build a brand from the ground up.
Yeah, that's a really unique approach, and I know you've got a long history. We're going to talk about the team you've assembled and some of your guys' career milestones in the past, but you've had a history of starting companies like this, and I think it's a really cool approach to market. So thanks for the background there. Now shifting gears a little bit, you've achieved several milestones already with EV Technology Group. One of them is the big agreement to purchase MOKE International, so 100% purchase ownership of MOKE International. Can you talk about that a little bit, and what does this acquisition mean for the company moving forward?
Yeah, we made a strategic investment in MOKE International late last year and kind of acquired the distribution rights for MOKE France and really build up our retail presence in that market for the south of France. And what's been really interesting is that relationship has evolved to a point where we can take this brand further than perhaps the existing shareholder base can take it. We can inject new capital to really turn it into a global brand. Okay. So we had a meeting of the mind, so to speak, with the shareholders. Says, look, let us acquire 100% of the business, take it forward to the next step. And with the team at MOKE and some of the people within EV Technology Group, we're going to together build out this into a global EV brand.
Yeah, phenomenal. Okay, and an extension on that or follow-up question. How are you and the team bringing the new MOKE EV incarnation to market? What's been the public response so far? And most importantly, when are these going to be available internationally, I guess?
Well, we tried to combine very much a direct-to-consumer approach, so selling online. So we own the customer. We have an efficient way to attract customers.
Yeah.
With several flagship stores, much like a Tesla model, where you can still come for an experience. They look like you're walking into a Hermes store or like a Gucci store. It's very much on brand. There is test drives you can do, etc. So we bailed out the first one in the south of France, which we shared some photos on in the news yesterday. And today we've also announced that we've launched our new direct-to-consumer website on mokeinternational.com.
Okay.
And that will now allow us to effectively take orders and start delivering them. From an international perspective, we focused on France and the UK to start because there's such a latent demand for MOKEs here in this market. But watch this space, so to speak, and you'll be seeing us across the pond very shortly.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I know you guys have a big sales pipeline already built up for these vehicles. I'll leave a link in the video description below to the company website, so if people want more details, they want to take a look at some of those photos and press releases, they can do so. Now, aside from MOKE, what other brands or investments is the team considering or looking at right now?
So what we're looking for is, we have on our mission, we're looking to electrify iconic brands. So what's kind of iconic? So what we're looking for is brands that have a history, and maybe there's still like a Reddit forum. People are fixing up sort of old cars and old versions. There might be like an owners club.
Okay.
We're looking for brands that are still very much like alive in spirit, not maybe something that was there in the 1920s and 30s that has completely died out. So that's what we're going to look for. We have some really exciting other brands in the pipeline that fit that sort of characteristic, and just can't wait to, keep updating investors, in the summer and beyond.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to following this story, and there's definitely a lot of those diamond in the rough type of brands out there, so MOKE being one of them. So definitely going to be cool to see how things progress. Now, I alluded to this in the intro, kind of your history, what brought you to this company, the team you've assembled. Can you give us some details about the group of people or the team behind EV Technology Group, and how you believe they're set up to deliver on this mission?
Yeah, I really believe that to be successful, we need a combination of entrepreneurs, analytical, sharp minds, and then, of course, also automotive background.
Yeah.
So, of course, you have myself and my co-founder, Olivier Rossi-Newton. We're fourth business that we founded together. We did Hive and Valor together, which is publicly listed in Canada. He's the founder also of Hive. And then, in terms of analytics, I've got someone like David Maher, who came over from an engagement manager at McKinsey, and someone like Andrew Watcham, who's been in private equity for over a decade.
Okay.
This combined with automotive execs, so I brought on board Dan Burge, former chief commercial officer at Lotus, and the CEO of MOKE is Isabel Dundo, who's been with Rolls-Royce BMW for 16 years. So really sort of combining this triangle, automotive, analytics, and entrepreneurship that really, builds the foundation of our team to succeed.
Yeah, the dream team, eh?
We try.
Sounds good. No, it's a nice combination. And yeah, like I say, a proven track record. You've already started multiple businesses. So so definitely have the secret sauce there put together. Now, for the investment community or viewers watching this video, in your opinion, what are some key catalysts kind of on the horizon here, or things investors should watch out for over the next couple of quarters?
Yeah, we started with MOKE, as a very sort of maiden anchor investment that really, sets out our strategy for how we're building up the rest of the business.
Yeah.
What we're also going to look for is, if you want to realize the brands and bring them to market, we're going to need some manufacturing capability as well. So investors should be tracking how we're closing on the MOKE transaction in the summer. We're going to, of course, bring on some manufacturing capability, and as our MOKE website is launched, we're going to start to take orders and then to delivery. So those are some of the key KPIs that investors should be looking at, to evaluate our business. And I think we're one of the quickest to market in terms of EV. You see some other companies out there that have been, have either SPAC'd or have been public for quite a while, and they still haven't got any cars on the road. So I think this is really, a big credit and kudos to the team for the progress today.
Yeah, most definitely. I would agree. And then to round things out here, I guess, or last but not least, if investors want more information, they want to follow the story here, they want to learn more about the team, where can they get more information and follow this story, get in touch with you guys?
We're a young company, and I really believe to be very accessible to investors. So, the most direct way to get access to me and us is, of course, to email myself, Wouter at EVTGroup.com, WOUTER, or go to EVTGroup.com or follow one of our virtual investor conferences that we're hosting, every 1 or 2 months or so to keep investors up to date.
Okay, great. And as mentioned, I'll leave a link to the company website. They can find your contact info. You guys will notice the ticker symbols in the top right here, so you can go on and take a look at the share price as well. Any final or closing thoughts for us?
Yeah, I think that, we're a young company. We recently got listed. I really believe in building this company from the ground up and then slowly bolting on successes. And I think that will be a very exciting story to get, investors involved. It's very much the beginning of our journey, and there's a lot more to come. So looking forward to keeping investors up to date.
Amazing. Yeah, we'll continue to follow the developments here on the McNallie Money channel. Wouter, thanks so much for being with us today. We really appreciate your time. I know you're a busy guy starting up a business like this. Thanks so much. If we do get any questions in the comment section below, I'll make sure we direct them your way, get you on for a follow-up. You guys, thanks so much for watching today. EV Technology Group, a really unique business in the EV space. If you're still watching the video at this point in time, hopefully you found some value, so make sure you hit the like button. And if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, McNallie Money. Now, as I mentioned, leave a comment in the section below. If you guys have any direct feedback, you want more information, I'll make sure to pass that along. Thanks so much for watching today and have a great rest of your day.